May 27th at 5:40 in the morning, and I am getting ready for my first planned day of summer school. I decided to do summer school just so I can dive in and get some experience with our curriculum and with teaching the kids and pacing myself for the day and all the things. So I am super excited to get this going. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Phoenix. I just finished school to become an elementary teacher. I live in eastern Nebraska, so I'm just sharing my experience and kind of like keeping track of my journey into being a wonderful teacher. So yeah, right now I am getting ready. I'm whispering because my husband and my son are sleeping and I don't want to wake them up. So I am going to finish getting ready. I think that I'm going to turn this into like a pre-student teaching / teaching series. So we'll see kind of how that goes, and I might update you guys every week. But I'm gonna finish getting ready and then I will come back to you when I get to the school. All right, y'all, we are here outside of the school that I am going to be teaching summer school at. Man, it is starting to feel so real now. Like, I'm teaching summer school, and then in August I will be an actual teacher. Like, I don't think it truly hit me when I was going through school and as I was finishing this last like term of school, but like, y'all, I'm about to be a teacher. Man, this is gonna be great. So yeah, I am gonna head in here, and today, like I said earlier, is a plan day. So I need to finish my PowerPoint slides, finish making my lesson plans. I'm gonna get a tour of this school because summer school this year is not at the school that I typically work at. And then I'm gonna try to meet my third grade team just because they are definitely more seasoned teachers than I am. So I am really gonna also take this opportunity outside of working at my school for the coming school year, and learning from my mentor teacher. I'm really gonna try to soak in as much information from these veteran teachers as well. Like, I'm going to be kind of treating them like my mentor teachers here for summer school, so I can hopefully take some things from this experience to my classroom. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and get in here and start my first plan day. Y'all, I am in my classroom for summer school. I cannot. Everything is becoming more real with every single thing that I do. Like, I am sitting at a desk, finishing putting my PowerPoint together for my lessons. Like, yo, I am so pumped. I thought I was gonna be nervous once I actually got into the room and saw all the desks and looked at what I needed to do and all that, but I am so pumped up. Like, I cannot wait for tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep prepping for what I have to do, and I will either update you around lunchtime or when I'm done for the day. Headed to my first official staff meeting. Okay, so meeting is done. I got a lot of info, so lots of stuff about our after school program, people who are going to be in our classrooms helping us out, which is actually super great. We're going to have like a little showcase thing where the kids get to show off all the stuff that they made this year, so that's going to be really fun. I'm going to be taking lots of pictures of stuff too, so that can be uploaded as part of that showcase. So I'm going to try to have a lot of fun with that with my kids. Yeah, and then everything else was pretty random, or not random, everything else was pretty standard. So stuff like, where things are around the school, what time to be where to print, different little resources and stuff around the school, field trips, calendars, schedules, all the things. So everything else is pretty simple so far. Kids come tomorrow and I will get a feel kind of for them. None of the kids in my class are from my school, so everyone will be new to me. So we'll see how that goes. I will definitely keep you updated. I am going to continue to get myself prepped and then I will give you an update at the end of the day. All right, y'all. Finished my first teacher plan day. Don't mind that. I like bit my lip and I don't know what's going on. You probably didn't even notice it. And now that I said it, you're probably gonna stare at it because now I'm staring at it. Anyway, just finished my first teacher plan day and it went really well. I got a lot of stuff done. I have a lot of stuff prepped. I pre-prepared yesterday, but I now know what I need to like refine a little bit now that I've actually been in the school and looked at the schedules and stuff like that, because I wanted to wait to lesson plan or just like brief overview of the day until I got that schedule, because our kids are going to have specials and they're going to have enrichment activities, so there's going to be certain parts of the day that I'm not in charge of planning what they're doing. So I wanted to make sure that I had that together. I am now at the library because my printer at home is not working, and I am going to print off some schedule things that I'm going to need for the lesson planning. I am going to print off the calendar for Next Level Learning, aka summer school, and a couple just other things that I want to have physical copies of, so I don't have to keep looking at my email for them. So I'm gonna go do that, get everything prepped for the rest of the day, and then I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Again, whispering because my husband and son are sleeping. They're not up yet, but it is 5:25 on Wednesday 28th, and you guys, it has all come down to this. Today is the first day that I am going to be in charge of children that are not my own and expected for them to learn something, like to be a teacher. I'm so excited. So excited. I thought that I was gonna wake up and be nervous, but I'm really not. Maybe nervousness will come when I actually get to the school. I don't know, but I'm excited. I have some really fun activities planned for the first 2 days, and then so today and tomorrow, and then on Friday we will start diving into curriculum, mostly because we have a few field trips that are going to take up some of the time, and I want to be able to give the more difficult topics a little bit more time so that kids don't feel rushed to like ask questions. I just realized my face was like so close to the screen. Sorry. Don't mind my hair. Haven't done my hair yet this morning. It's just kind of doing its own thing right now. But yeah, I just wanted to get up and check in with everybody. How are you guys doing today? If you are a teacher, how is your summer going so far? Are you relaxing? Are you doing summer school too? If you are, has summer school started yet? All the things. Any advice that you have as I keep going in summer school, please drop it below, because your girl is not too proud to say that I don't know everything. So I'm gonna finish getting ready. You lovely folks enjoy some good sleep if you are not up yet, and I will check in with you later. Y'all, it is almost time to get my kids. I have about 7 minutes, and then we are gonna get this first day started. Pray for me. Hey all, it is now lunchtime. My kids will be at lunch until 12 o'clock. So I've got 30 minutes to eat, and then I will be taking them to recess from 12:30 to 1, which is super great because during the regular school year, the kids have like 10 minutes to play, but here they have 30 minutes, so love that for them to get some of that energy out. The morning has actually been pretty good. We played some math games, we practiced our multiples. I have learned that my kids, we might need to go through some expectations a little bit more, and I might have to be a little bit more serious and a lot less fun to start. I've had my serious moments, especially when we go through like hallway expectations and stuff, but inside the classroom when we're having fun, it's been going like pretty okay, but they definitely have a lot of peer conflict, need to figure out how to like resolve some of those conflicts or whatever. So we are going to be working on that. That's going to be like our SEL mission. I'm going to throw in some fun stuff, I think, on Fridays going forward. But I think that during the week, we're just going to focus on doing our materials and stuff like that, which really sucks. But I'm hoping by like over the course of the next couple of weeks that we can kind of get back to a point where we can have a little bit more fun in the middle of the week. So far so good though. Like my kids are super great. I'm learning their names pretty quickly, which is nice because I don't know any of the kids. They're not at my normal school. So far so good. All right, hello all. It is the second day of summer school or next level learning. Today is going a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday wasn't a terrible day, and I realized that I didn't do like an end of the day thing. So we ended the day yesterday with something called enrichment, and they were able to like take this bag full of stuff and be creative with it. So that was actually really nice. It was kind of hectic at the end because I lost track of time because we were having so much fun. But that's always at the end of the day, which is really nice. But yeah, yesterday it was a lot of figuring out the kids. It was a lot of this person talks to this person too much. This person absolutely cannot be next to this person. But once I got that figured out, this morning I changed the seats around, and chef's kiss. It has been phenomenal. So I'm gonna leave the seating arrangement the way that I have it right now. I am finishing my lunch. I'm about to go get the kids, and then we are going to go outside for recess, go to the bathroom, come back in, finish math, and look at my chart. Yeah, finish math, and then we are going to start that enrichment time of the day. So yeah, so far so good. If we can keep this up, we're gonna be A1. They're gonna learn a lot. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I am going to take my last couple of bites. I am going to go pick up my kids. We're gonna go to recess. We're gonna come back, finish math, do enrichment, end off our day, and we're gonna keep pushing. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. If you are teaching summer school, hopefully your summer school experience is going well. I know ours just started yesterday, but I know some people, theirs goes on, like kind of starts earlier than ours. So if you are already doing summer school, hopefully it is going great. Good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd. I forgot to record yesterday because it was just a lot of stuff going on, but it was overall a really, really good day. The theme was nature. So instead of doing a bunch of ELA work and starting our new story, we ended up watching nature documentaries in the morning, and then they did their like online learning for ELA time. And then after that, it was a Monday yesterday. A lot of my kids just kind of like let their expectations go a little loosey-goosey, so we did some hallway expectations and classroom expectations review and practice. 2 of the kids that were on my roster showed up yesterday, so I think that was another reason why our expectations were kind of off, because they needed to get acquainted to the expectations. So we did that. We might have to do it a little bit more today, but I don't foresee us having to do it all week. I really do have a really good group of kids. Again, yesterday too, after they had lunch, we went out for recess. We came back. We had like literally 2 minutes for math. So we did like a quick speed run relay game, but that was pretty much it. And then we had enrichment at the end of the day. So we had somebody come teach the kids enrichment and do activities. There wasn't a whole lot to do because my kids finished their invention packets, and apparently it was supposed to last us from last Wednesday to this Wednesday, but we finished it on Friday. So they like made super villains for their heroes that we made last week, and then they got to go outside and play. As you can see behind me, it is currently raining outside. It was started last night, came into today, so I have no idea what we're gonna do for inside recess. I'm probably gonna have them do their math online learning and their ELA online learning minutes, and then I'm probably just gonna let them do like Class Dojo or Minecraft or something like that for their recess today, because I don't have anything else to do. This isn't my classroom, this isn't my school, so I don't really know where the games or anything like that are today. I'm also waiting for an email to see kind of if there's going to be any guidance, but if there isn't any, then that is my plan. If you hear noise in the background, that's my son. He's in summer school too, so naturally he comes with me in the morning during my plan time, and then I send him down to the cafeteria so he can get his breakfast. So yeah, yesterday was a really good day. Overall, I am learning so much teaching summer school. I'm really glad that I did, because with my first year of teaching starting in August, I'm getting used to navigating the curriculum. I'm getting a lot better at it, actually. I'm really realizing how to find stuff and what to look for and navigate. I also just figured out this week, like between yesterday and this morning, how to look online and see how many minutes they've done for their online learning. It also tells me how many minutes they need naturally, so I don't have to try to calculate it, which is nice. So that's good. And then yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been nice getting my classroom management together. Figuring out what works and what doesn't work is actually the most helpful, because there are some things that I was going to try at the beginning of the year for my kids in the August that did not work at all with these kids. So it's something that I know I'm going to have to push back a little bit. Also, the curriculum that I'm teaching here is like from the curriculum for our district. So it's nice to teach summer school too, because I'm figuring out that certain ways that the curriculum is set up is very confusing. So I am implementing a little bit of something different before I get into like the videos for curriculum so they can understand it, and then I show everything from the curriculum, and that has been helping. I've been getting them up, getting them on the board, the whiteboard, and I put problems on the projector, and then they get up there and then they are facilitating. So it's like I'll put the problem up on the board, and then they get dry erase marker. One person comes up to do the problem. They have to ask their peers what's next. Their peers are helping them go through. It's like team building and learning at the same time, right? And then I think today I'm going to do a relay thing where like they get into teams, and we're doing the distributive property, right? So you have to get the big equation, break it down into two smaller ones, solve it, and then put the answer. So I think I might do it to where one person breaks down the two problems, the other person comes and solves those two problems, the last person comes, writes the answer on the bottom and on the top. So I think I might do something like that today. It really just depends on how much time we have. But yeah, it really just depends. So yeah, today's Tuesday. That was an update for Monday. I definitely forgot to record. I was so tired after like doing all the fun things for the day. So I will make sure to update you guys later. My son is doing a lot of stimming right now, so I'm going to end this right here. I hope everybody is having a good day. Hopefully your weather is better than ours, and I will reconnect with you tomorrow. All right, folks, just checking in. It is now lunchtime for me. My forehead is shiny. It's been a good morning so far. We're getting through our math. We got through our reading. But I just got an email saying that I am getting 7 more kids. So I already have 14. So I'm going to go up to 21 kids, which I think I have 7 more desks in here. I might have to get 1 more, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It just sucks because my kids are almost done with this unit that we're on. So I feel like I might have to go back because some of the teachers are not doing the curriculum yet that we're supposed to be doing for summer school because their kids are behind. And I am doing it in a way in which I am reviewing things as I'm going through the new curriculum so that they can still be experiencing it and exposed. So I don't know what those kids have been working on in their classroom. So I almost feel like I might have to like backtrack this unit a little bit that we're on, which will take us longer to get through, so we're not going to get through all the math concepts that they want. Oh, by the way, these are my good boy stickers. One of my kids likes to give stickers. I have another one right there. So, you know, making progress with the relationships. But yeah, I just got that. So I'm going to eat now, so I can try to do a little bit of planning and about how I'm going to rearrange these, because I also don't know the attitudes and temperament and behavior of the kids I'm getting. So I already have my people split up, so they can be successful. So I'm gonna have to see. And I will let you know how this goes. All right, y'all. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 4th. It is 7:37 in the morning. Again, I am terrible about doing these closeouts. I am so sorry. I did not do one yesterday. Yesterday was good though. We did some activities in the afternoon with like counting and some competition stuff, and then reading went pretty good. I need to do better about sticking with my math schedule because we do a lot of reading but not enough math. So we're really going to be hitting it with the math today. Again, I think I said this yesterday, but I did get the email saying that I was going to get 7 more kids, 7 from this other class that's being split because the teacher's not there anymore. So today, should everybody get here on time, I will have 21 students for the rest of summer school. Don't mind the noise. My son is in here with me. He's watching Minions right now just to kind of keep him occupied while I get set up for the day. But I will let y'all know how this one goes, whether it's the end of the day today or tomorrow. Man, we're going to see how this goes. I'm not really as stressed as I thought that I was going to be, but I am kind of on the fence about how I'm going to rearrange my seating in here, but one step at a time. So you guys have a wonderful day. I am going to finish getting ready for the day, and I will check in later. All right, good morning, folks. It is Friday, June 6th. I feel like I missed filming yesterday. I apologize. It was a crazy day. We had our first field trip. We went to Fontenelle Forest. It went actually pretty good. I didn't lose anybody. So there's that. There was a lot of miscommunication with the times that we were going to be there, but we ended up figuring it out, and everything ended up working out. Because we were there so late and then we came back and it was time for lunch and recess and the kids were still kind of riled up, we ended up just having a little bit of extra recess, and then we came up here to the classroom and they got to get on Class Dojo until enrichment time. So today we are going to finish our reading technology minutes and our math technology minutes. That's the goal for the day. And then they will have more free time. Fun Friday is going to take up a lot of our afternoon, which is why we're going to only focus on technology learning, which I think I'm going to do every Friday because we have Fun Friday every single Friday. And it takes up like an hour and a half of our learning time. So I think I'm just going to do technology learning. Like they're going to finish up whatever minutes they're missing. And then they'll just kind of have free time until enrichment. So feeling pretty good this morning as far as things go with schooling. And yeah, hopefully it should be a pretty chill day. We're going to go back over expectations because we had a hard time with that yesterday after the field trip. So today's going to be more of a reset day, technology learning, Fun Friday type of deal. So I will keep you updated on what happens and we will go from there. So far, this has actually been a pretty decent pre-student teaching experience. I'm happy that I did it. There's a lot of things happening that are really a little unorganized, kind of, sort of, but everything's kind of going a good way and we're getting through it and the kids are learning and the kids are having fun. So as far as I'm concerned, so far, it's going pretty good. Sorry about that. That was the bell saying that I have a couple more minutes before I have to go get my kids. I have a couple things left to do, so I'm going to leave you here and I will check back in later. Alrighty, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday, June 9th.
Um, I think I forgot to close out last week, so it probably just kind of like ended. Sorry about that. After the field trip and everything, it was a really, really good day. It was just everything just kind of started happening so quickly afterwards, so I just never had the opportunity. Um, but yeah, today's been really good for this Monday. This morning we did a lot of getting our Lexia minutes out of the way early, because at the end of the week, what I have found is because of Fun Friday and field trips and STEM and all the things that gets us out of the classroom, we end up losing time on those minutes. So we're trying to get them done the beginning of the week. And then for math, we started it, but we'll finish it after lunch and recess. We are doing a trash get ball game. I found it on TPT, so I will link who I got it from down in the description. But it's actually a really, really fun game. I've been trying to find different things I can do for like reviews that will engage the kids and it'll be fun. And I'm kind of practicing everything that I want to do in my classroom with my kids here in summer school. So there are a couple of changes that I'm going to make to this, like how we choose teams and different stuff like that. But and I also tweaked the rules a little bit specifically for my group. Sorry, I just kind of, I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, other than that, it's fine. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and then I will hopefully remember to check back in later. Good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 17th. I apologize first and foremost because last week I literally only recorded on Monday. So it was a very, very busy week. There was just a lot going on last week. So we had a bunch of like activities, and then we had a random field trip in the middle of the week, and a lot of changes happening with third grade for summer school. So I really didn't get a chance to record very much, but essentially it was overall a good week. Nothing ridiculous happened. There was just a bunch of random extra field trips that weren't on our schedule we had to work around. So there was that. Yesterday we started with our field trip for the week. So there wasn't too much going on yesterday. It'll be the same today. We have Juneteenth this week, so really and truthfully, there's still not a whole lot going on right now. So in the morning from 9 to 12, we go on a field trip at the college up the street from my school. My kids are doing a robotics camp, so they're like building robots, and they're getting tutorials on how people program robots. They're getting to program their own little robot cars so that they can drive them around the room. They're super interested in it, and it's actually really cool. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be doing that. And then when we come back, they eat lunch, they have recess, we do enrichment. So they're building like roller coasters right now. So that's pretty much how Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are gonna go. So I may or may not record tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we are out of school for Juneteenth. And then we come back on Friday, which my Fridays are pretty chill at school. I typically just, we come in the morning, we do morning meeting. And then I start with our ELA part of the day. We are working on creative writing right now, so my students already have their prompt. We've been generating ideas, and so they're going to generate the rest of their ideas on Friday this week, and then next week we will start actually getting into writing, doing our outlines on Monday, finishing outlines on Tuesday, and then if kids are finished with their outlines on Tuesday, they will start writing. If they're not, they will start on Wednesday. And then again, that'll be our ELA up until the last day of summer school. And then for math, we've been doing review games. So we were doing trash get ball, we were doing relay races for the math concepts that we've been learning. We're still practicing multiples. They're getting a lot better, and every day they improve. So practicing every day before we start math has been super helpful, because when I first started summer school, most of my kids did not know any of their multiples. They just knew 5s and 10s. But now they can do their 3s, 4s, 7s, 9s, including with the 5s and 10s. So they're getting better at those. So we're still working on all of them. I'm hoping that they will be a bit more familiar with them by the time they leave, and they can hold that knowledge for 4th grade. So that's the hope. Seems that we're moving in that direction, so that's good. And then, so that's ELA and math for Friday. And then, like I said, kind of bouncing around next week, they'll keep doing with their creative writing. And then we will move into our next subject. We just finished distributive property. And next, I want to say we're going to get into some division. So that should be interesting, to say the least. But they're doing better. It's going pretty good. The last couple weeks are going to be kind of chill. I think next week we have a museum field trip next week. So that's, I think, our last field trip too. So again, this week going to be super simple, super chill. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, field trip first half of the day, back lunch, recess, enrichment. Thursday, no school. Friday, reviews, continuing to work on our creative writing. So I might not record too much this week. I might come back and record on Friday. But yeah, this week's one is going to be pretty short because it's the same thing throughout the week. So there's that. Again, apologies too for taking forever to edit and upload my videos from the start of summer school up until now. It has just been crazy between at home and figuring things out with my first teaching experience, because apart from substituting, I really haven't had consistent and consecutive days of teaching, because I did like onesies and twosies for substituting. So I am very, very happy that I did summer school, because it is definitely teaching me what works, what doesn't work, what will work, but I need to do other stuff first, so that I can implement that stuff into my classroom. So I have definitely learned a lot right now. I'm probably going to do a video of just what I learned and what I tried that worked and didn't work over summer school. But I don't know. It kind of just depends on how things are going and what time looks like. But I know that the next section of my videos after summer school is going to be all about me preparing for my classroom and then my official classroom setup. So I am so excited about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. And I'm excited to take you guys along the journey with me and just be able to have like my own little stamp in the world that I can look back on as I progress as a teacher. So I am going to finish setting up for the day, getting some work done for my kids that are staying here for the field trip, and then go grab my kids. So I hope that you all have a super great day, and I will hopefully check back in with you at the end of today. But if not, for sure, I will be back on Friday. This morning began with me talking to my kids, apologizing, just being like, yo, I know last week in the afternoons was kind of crazy. I definitely let stuff slip a lot. So I apologize. We reviewed our expectations for everything to start off the day, and then I just kind of dove right back into things. I watched a video multiple times this weekend. I cannot remember the content creator's name, but I will link her in the description box. I love the knowledge that she was giving about classroom management. I had really good classroom management when we first started, but I definitely feel like some of the stuff that I tweaked today after watching that video really truly helped my classroom management even more. Today went so smooth after having all those field trips and then being off for the weekend and stuff like that. So definitely learning a lot about classroom management, implementing different things, seeing how to tailor it to the kids that I have and stuff like that. So yeah, and then just getting through curriculum, because really and truthfully, I wanted to do summer school for the sake of summer school and, like, you know, getting more acquainted with everyday teacher life, but I also wanted to take the opportunity to practice classroom management skills, practice some of the curriculum, figure out how to navigate the curriculum and things like that, putting lesson plans together, being with the kids day after day after day, because in the pack room, I had kids come down to my office and I spent chunks of time with them, and then I built relationships going into classrooms, having lunch with kids, playing around, joking around, things like that. but it was never like a constant, this child is with me like every single day, all day type deal. So, I mean, there was a couple times that happened, but it was very rare. So yeah, this is a new experience for me. So I am really learning a lot. Like I said in the beginning, I am soaking in so much information. I am definitely learning about how to be adaptable as a teacher, because let me tell you, it has been a lot between changes in communication and things like that. So I'm really getting the hang of navigating that. Back to what I was supposed to be saying though. Jeez Louise. Today was a good day. We caught up on a lot of ELA stuff today. So they started working on their stories again. We got our Alexia done. They had lunch, recess. We came back. We did our Success Maker minutes. We started Trash Get Ball for a review of what we were talking about last week. Got through that. My kids are trying to earn a pizza party by how many points they get on the review for the game, the way we set it up. So that's fun. They're really excited about it, because this is our last full week, so our last 5 days of summer school. Next week we only have 3 days, and the very last day, next Wednesday, July 2nd, is when they have their showcase. So everything that they've been working on, all the projects they've done, things they've created, goes into the showcase. So we really have to bust through some stuff this week so we can have time to situate the showcase. So today was good. Reviewing those expectations really helped, and then being able to just get back into a normal routine, I think that really helped us. So this week we have a little bit more of like things to do. So today was a regular day. Tomorrow we go bowling. Wednesday is a regular day, but we do have STEM in the afternoon. And then Thursday we go to a museum for a field trip. And then Friday is Fun Friday. So it's going to be another busy week for the last week of school, which is nice because it makes the week go by faster, honestly. So I'm cool with it. But yeah, it's so far the week is starting off really good. I'm happy with it and things like that. Oh, sorry. I don't know what just happened there. Like, whole thing just kind of so I guess that's pretty much it. I know that was like a weird transition there, apologize for that, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their summer. If you are teaching summer school, hopefully you're getting through it, power on, almost to the end. If you are done with summer school, happy for you. Hopefully you are enjoying your summer. Those of you who didn't teach summer school this year, I hope you are enjoying your summer and getting some well-deserved rest. I am getting more and more excited as summer school is ending, because then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start getting ready for my classroom. Like, I will be a student teacher / first year teacher. So that experience is going to be really interesting, and I can't wait to go through it and share everything with you guys as I go through it. My ups, my downs, my in-betweens, my razzle-dazzle that I gotta, be on the fly, all the things. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful summer. Hopefully you are relaxing, rejuvenating, all the things, getting ready for the next school year to be the absolute best for your kids. I will continue to update you this week. Sorry that this one took so long. Honestly, sorry all of them took so long. I kind of wanted to get a bunch of footage together first, and then today, honestly, I just was so tired at the end of the day that I am now recording this at home. So hope that you are enjoying listening to me ramble about entry-level teaching, and then I will see you in the next one. Y'all, I kind of suck because this week was a little bit busier now that we're coming to the end of summer school. So I honestly did not record at all this week. So today is Friday, June 27th. And I feel like I'm just going to do like a super quick interview since it's the end of the day. So Monday was a pretty chill day, right? We didn't really do too much on Monday. It was the first day after having that week of field trips. So we dove into classroom content. We have to finish our writing. So our prompt is, imagine you discovered a secret door hidden in your house that leads to another world. What would be on the other side? So they are doing some creative writing. So we have something else to put in the showcase for their families. We worked on Tuesday. Tuesday we had a field trip. It was bowling. So we came in, did our morning meeting, did their electronic minutes, and then we went straight to the field trip, came back, had lunch, had a little bit of enrichment time, and then it was time to go home. So not too much on that day either. And then Wednesday we had I'm trying to think. Wednesday, what did we do on Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday we did more content, but because we really need to finish up these projects for the showcase, pretty much all day I had our after school program help come up here. She like facilitates for my classroom specifically. I had her come up here and work with the kids. So they worked on their roller coasters, and some of those I actually need to go and put back together before they come in. And then they worked on their robots. They are going to work on their robots on until Monday, I think. But Thursday, they finished working on roller coasters, refining them, worked a little bit more on their writing. There was a museum field trip in the morning after library, so they did that. And then today, they completely finished robots, completely finished their creative writing, and not all of them finished their robot, but most of them did. So it was a pretty fast, pretty chill week. Nothing really ridiculous or special happened. My I love you Mrs. Negron wall has increased exponentially. I love my kids. They're phenomenal, and it's been a very great end essentially, or process for my pre-student teaching. So I'm really sad that summer school is going to be ending next week, but I'm also really excited to get into my own classroom now, knowing a little bit more about what works and what doesn't work. So I hope everybody again is having a wonderful summer. If you're still in summer school, hopefully things are going well. If you are enjoying just the summer, I hope that's going well. If if you're just kind of in between both and summer school's almost over, power through, you got this. I'm going to start doing prepping for my classroom and just prepping for those new teacher meetings and stuff like that pretty soon, and then classroom setup. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Y'all, good morning. It is the last week of summer school. We have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and that is all. Pardon my son, he's walking down the stairs making noise. I'm so sad that it's happening, but I'm also really excited because it means that now I get to prepare for my own classroom. So I am going to get in the car and get rolling, and I will check back in with you guys at the school. All right, all, what is going on? Just gonna do a quick check-in because I forgot to do an intro this morning, but it is Tuesday, July 1st, and today is field day. We have one more day left of summer school after this, so it's kind of bittersweet. I'm excited to get into my own classroom, but I'm actually sad to be leaving my kids. So yeah, but I'm about to go grab my kids. So far the day's been going pretty good. We finished up writing stuff, our comic strips, decorating our robots. They did some online learning stuff that we needed to get minutes on, so that's all finished, because today from 1 till about 2:45 we have our field day transitioning activity stations. So I wanted to make sure we got everything done before then so that we could come back up, clean up, and then just have a fun day tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna bring some board games or something from home. So far so good. Thank you for following me along on this journey. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long video because at the very last minute, because I'm so terrible about recording in the afternoons, I decided to make it one long pre-student teaching experience video. So thank you guys for sticking with me up to this point. I will catch back up with you most likely tomorrow because I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget to record tonight. All right. If you have made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking in it with me. I know I can be pretty long-winded, so I just appreciate you taking this time to reflect on summer school with me. Summer school's been over for a few days now. Of the time that I'm just kind of editing and putting this video together, I wanted to take a couple days to just kind of chill out and enjoy the beginning of my official summertime. So I greatly appreciate you being here. Anyone who is new to my channel, thank you so much for coming to my little nook of the world. And if you are just returning to me, I appreciate you being here too. I appreciate your support, and I hope that you are enjoying the content that I am starting to put out. I am about to start getting ready for my first classroom. So pretty soon I will have some videos about myself printing, cutting, laminating, ordering, labeling. I think I said labeling. But I will have all those videos coming to you and your screens shortly. So stay on the lookout for that stuff. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you do not miss any of that future content. And thank you for coming along with me on my journey. Have a great summer.